Lawmakers up here on Capitol Hill are entrenched in a high-stakes battle over the debt limit. But what exactly is that? The debt limit, also known as the debt ceiling, is the maximum amount of money that the U.S. government can borrow to meet its existing financial obligations. Right now, it's at roughly $31.4 trillion. Back in January, the nation's debt ran up on that figure, leading the Treasury Department to begin implementing what are called extraordinary measures. That way, the U.S. could continue paying its bills and not default on its debt. Analysts and experts say that those measures will last until this summer. In fact, Goldman Sachs economists recently said that the U.S. could hit its debt ceiling in the first half of June. Since 1960, Congress has either raised, extended, or revised the definition of the debt limit 78 times. 49 were under Republican presidents and 29 were under Democrats. Now, President Biden has been adamant that he wants a clean debt ceiling increase, meaning no conditions are associated with the hike.
They say they're going to default unless I agree to all these wacko notions they have.
But on the other hand, House Republicans have been pushing for any increase in the borrowing limit to be paired with spending cuts.
House Republicans are taking action to lift the debt limit, to limit government spending, save taxpayers' money, and grow the economy.
Putting the two parties on a collision course that could have significant implications for the U.S. economy. To get negotiations going, House Republicans released a bill that would increase the debt limit by $1.5 trillion or until March 31st of next year, whichever comes first.
Today, I'm proud to announce that we are introducing the Limit, Save, Grow Act of 2023.
And it also includes what they claim is $4.5 trillion in savings. But Democrats, they see that proposal as a non-starter.
Speaker McCarthy's wish list is an extreme step in the wrong direction.
With both sides digging in their heels, questions remain on how the U.S. will deal with the debt limit. Raised, extended, or revised.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Much spirit to the brothers living worldwide in truth and sincerity, and salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Hey man, what we're seeing is biblical prophecy. All right, you know, these Egyptians are against the Egyptians. All right, the Lord has came to divide. All right, and all these people are now seeing the effects of this man's wine. All right, they're now feeling the symptoms of drinking of that Babylon juice, man. Okay, so much so that now you have the Republicans passing a bill that won't get passed through a Democratic-controlled Senate, right? And the two parties can't meet in the middle to extend the debt ceiling, man. All right, and that's what this devil is laden with, thick clay, that debt, right? So I had this article from thehill.com. It says 14th Amendment emerges as last-ditch fix to ward off default. All right, you seeing they're at their wits' end, man. They're at the final stage of their kingdom falling. All right, it says top political figures are considering the possibility that President Biden could utilize a clause in the 14th Amendment as a last-ditch effort to ward off the threat that the U.S. could default on its debt as soon as next month. Yeah, the date that is set is June 1st, right? And we have what? The Fed now coming out July 1st, right? So that would be a perfect segue, all right, to the cryptocurrency, man, where the United States default on their debt, right? It affect things such as Social Security, you know, the post office, other facets in the American kingdom, as it were, you know, that's going to be affected. All right, you know, your some what is it? Buildings, executive buildings in Washington D.C. is going to be affected by this thing, man. Right? More importantly, the stock market, right? It could cause a Great Depression, man. You see? So everything is on the table regarding this. All right? It says, we asked about invoking the amendment, when asked about invoking the amendment, President Biden, as recently as Friday, appeared to leave the option on the table, but told MSNBC he had not gotten there yet. Right? It says, but Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen sounded the alarm Sunday, saying Biden using the amendment would be a constitutional crisis. The 14th Amendment obscurely addresses the nation's debt, and legal scholars believe it allows the president to continue issuing debts without lifting or suspending the ceiling. You see that? So they just going to bypass it. All right, and that's more symptoms of the Lord taking this damn devil wisdom away, right? Real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is there wisdom vanished? Yeah, the wisdom is vanished, man. Those are the first steps of a kingdom falling, man. The system that has been set up, the way they go by operating. Once that wisdom is taken away, guess what? They're gonna make bad decisions. All right, and this will be a colossal bad decision for the president to actually bypass the rules that they have set up and just keep issuing money, man. You see that? It says, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the Dan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. And this is a clear calamity, man. All right, where there's no hope. All right, in passing a debt ceiling, man. You know, to increase the debt that America is now laid up. Matter of fact, real quick, we're gonna go back to that article. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. What's the vision? The prophecies, right? And one of the prophecies, man, of this man's system falling by way of financial crisis. You see? It says, but it's like a Malay side. Let me read it from the top. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And that's what we're seeing. This prophecy is not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Yeah, Esau, you know. All right? He's lifted up in pride. You see? But the just shall live by his faith. That's right, man. When these things, these calamities come down, man, we're going to have to live by faith. We're going to have to believe in Yahawashi preserving us, keeping us from these said perils. Right? Yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine, see that? Everybody is now under that dollar, man. That's why you see a heavy push to the de-dollarization of the global market, man. All right. Oh, the America defaulting on the debt will affect all the global market. See, that's a perfect scenario to bring in that digital currency, which is going to lead to the MOTB. All right, that blockchain, that thing, that C-hip. See, It says he is a proud man, see? Neither keepeth at home, and this damn devil don't keep at home. All those embassies and military bases he have around the world. It says, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Right, that's what this damn devil do, man. Or is America known as the Great Melting Pot? Well, guess what? It's literally going to be a melting pot when those ICBM missiles hit. It says, and this is the point, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And this damn devil do increase of that which is not his. Again, we gave the example of those military bases and those embassies in countries around the world, man. Right? It says, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Let's get that word, thick clay. Because that's what these damn devils have done. They have laden themselves with thick clay, man. Right? That word clay, or as a phrase, Strong's H 5671, it says, weight of pledges, heavy debts. See that? Heavy debts. That's what this damn devil has. Heavy debts, man. Right? It's hot like that. If you let me. See? Heavy debts, man. I bite you. See that? See what's in the Strongs. It says something plagues pawn goods, thick clay. Now we got to understand it's debt, man. And this damn devil is laden with heavy debts. Right? Let's go back to the article. It says, there is no way to protect our financial system and our economy, see that, other than Congress doing its job in raising the debt ceiling and enabling us to pay our bills. See that? The government is going to default on its debt. Going to be bankrupt, man. Again, that's a perfect segue into that digital currency that they're introducing, all right, in July the 1st, man. A whole month of turmoil, anguish, all hell breaking loose, people not being paid, money not going out here. Oh, guess what, man? If you ain't got no damn tax return, guess what? That shit ain't going out either, man. See? It says Congress should do its job in raising the debt ceiling and enable us to pay our bills. And we should not get to the point where we need to consider whether the president can go on issuing debt. This could be a constitutional crisis, Yellen said on ABC this week. See that? Beautiful, man. A financial catastrophe. See? Let's get the precepts. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1. And I'm going to start at verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Yeah, the stock market crashing, man. All right? It says, how ye inhabitants of Maktesh. Now, Maktesh is was an ancient city, right, that dealt in merchandise, right? It said fish gate. So all the economic went through this city, man, right? This is how we know is perfectly talking about America, Babylon the Great. All right, it says, how ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. See, the economy is going to be done away with, man. Right? And that's the judgment of Yahawah Yahawashi. You see? Well, it's going to be a crashing. All right? Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And guess what? Those days are drawing speedily. They are approaching fast. It says, while the sun or the moon or the light or the stars be not dark, yet his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right? Where it's not going to be readily available. You see? Nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. You see that? In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Who's the keepers of the house? These stock market guys, man. All right? These bankers. Oh, that's another thing. You know, America has now saved up to 3 banks. Well, how the hell the bank's going to be stable if the government defaults on its debt? You see? It says, and the strong men bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Yeah, they don't see no hope, man. They don't see no hope. And best believe, I think it's a report that over 8 million jobs will be affected if America defaults on its debt. See that? Well, that's the grinder season. That goes along with all these store closings, right? The retail apocalypse 2.0. You see, Esau is being visited by Yahawah Yahawashi, the Lord of hosts, right? It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. See that? And he shall rise up to the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. And this music is trash, man. Right? I seen a video of Jake's lined up the other morning on TikTok trying to get work, man. Right? Well, they rising up early, man, trying to find some type of gainful employment. All right, something that's going to actually pay the bills, because everything has increased. All right? This is Isaiah chapter 19. We're going to get to the point. Verse 13. Excuse me, verse 14. It says, the Lord have mingled up a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. See that? The Lord took away the wisdom. All right. Now that lady said it would be a huge mistake if they have to resort to Biden issuing out money without the debt ceiling being lifted or suspended, man. You see that? It says, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. Yeah, those perverse spirits. Well, now you're seeing the push for pedophilia, NAMBLA, right? You have the push for the trans, right? You have the push for the alphabet crew. Man, this is a perverse spirit mixed in the midst of America, Babylon the Great, man. Egypt. You see? It says, and cause Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. You see that? A drunken man, they drunk off their own wine, and they are staggering, man. You see a physical example of that when Biden had to get on and off the damn planes, man. You see? It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or a tail or a branch or a rush may do. So nobody's going to be working when the stock market falls, when America defaults on its debt, man. That's going to set off a domino effect. And Lord willing, it happen. Right? It says, in that day, Egypt should be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord. Yeah, the prophet's telling you damn devils off, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahawah Yahawashi. Right? It says, because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord, which he shaketh over it, right? So yeah, man, we closing in on a great time, Lord willing. You know, things proceed. You know, the debt is defaulted. You know, they try and reset everything in a month's time and introduce that digital currency to go along with the C-HIP. And man, we are almost home, man. So I pray this has been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, covenant you another lesson. Till the next time, say shalom.